There's an alarming new crime trend from the state of Texas, which is now spreading really all across the southeast, and police say it can happen in just a few seconds.
Jugging rhymes with mugging. It spread from Texas to South Carolina. Some police in small towns there weren't even sure what the word meant until the crime started happening in their own districts.
Derived from the term mugging, but since a mug holds less, jug is make a bigger score.
This video is of a gunpoint robbery in Sherman Oaks, California. The customer throws his bag of $10,000 cash and the thieves take off. It's called bank jugging. Thieves watch you taking out money from the bank, follow you, and rob you. It can happen quickly anywhere at any time. In Austin, Texas, police report more than 60 cases in the first half of the year. And in California, police have noticed an uptick over the past few months.
Police say you can see a driver who had recently gotten money out of a Chase bank and came to this convenience store on Telephone Road. In just seconds, the 4Runner pulls up, followed by a white Chrysler. And men from the vehicles, two break out the windows on both sides of the victim's vehicle before reaching in and taking off with the cash.
And leaving envelopes stuffed with cash, or even putting it in a glove compartment. Nothing safe.
The day before, Houston police say this man took money from inside a vehicle at a car wash. When confronted by that vehicle's owner, the suspect showed a weapon before getting away with money also recently withdrawn from a bank.
In North Dallas, he backed his car in, and then 3 armed men jump out of an SUV, run up, and start pointing their guns at him, even pounding on his window, demanding he give up the cash he has on him. In this case, their plan did not work because Mark kept his doors locked and managed to escape.
Investigators say 27-year-old Johnson and 31-year-old Davis Mitchell followed a bank customer who had just withdrawn $75,000. The constable talked with both victims today.
The wife is at home. She has a broken shoulder and some ribs. She has about a 6 to 8 week recovery process. They are very relieved to know that we got these individuals off the street.
About a week ago, this jugging incident took place. You can see the video. This man was followed back to his business and beaten and robbed in the middle of the afternoon.
Police say this is Farrell Dembry and 2 others committing a jugging at the Bank of America on Fallon Loop Road last month. A 4th suspect waited in the car. A repairman was working on the ATM at the time.
The suspects had, while he was working on the ATM, pulled up, forced him to the ground, told him to lay there, indicated that they had a weapon, said they would shoot him if he moved.
Dembry disabled a different ATM in St. Louis earlier in the day, triggering a call to the repairman. They then followed the repairman around to different jobs until they got to O'Fallon.
In the video, you can kind of see this guy sneaking around the cars, and he takes something out of your car. What did he take?
He took money. He took the money I just got out the bank. And it was deliberate.
And how much money was stolen from you?
$60,000. I was just trying to, have a little cash to kind of negotiate better and that type of thing. We never expecting that it was all going to just disappear.
On February 13th, cameras showed the moment he attacked Trung, body slamming her to the ground and stealing her money. He followed her after she stopped by a bank and withdrew over $4,000 to pay for a family trip to Vietnam. The Houston woman's adjusting to having limited mobility, left paralyzed. 18-year-old Joseph Harrell pleaded guilty to aggravated robbery, causing serious bodily injury, and was sentenced to 30 years in prison.
All right, let's talk about it. This is an issue going on. They've been going on for a while, but I guess they kind of just figure out what it is, but they kind of changed the term, right? From mugging to, From mugging to sweeping. Now, you can't even leave the bank without even getting robbed. So you always got to watch what you're doing. Somebody's always watching. So I know when I go to the bank, it usually be me and a couple of friends sometime. But, we carry too. But I never want to use it. But if I have to, I'm going to use it. Because you got to let these YN know that it's not a game. This man was carrying $60,000 and they managed to take that from him. This is your life saving. Like they didn't care. They don't care about you, man. So why should we care about them? They letting the criminal just run around doing whatever they want. They really not, these cops, what they doing, the justice system is not working either, because soon they get caught, they let them go to come right back and do the same crime. So the justice system kind of scared them. You know how black folk, we always say, oh my God, the justice system is not. You're right. They're not doing their job right. They're letting these people out freely. Sometimes they come right back and do the same thing again. And they need to bring that 3-strike you're out, like what California had and everybody else had. They should, because this is ridiculous that's going on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. So these wines, they just taking over. They doing all the crazy stuff now, man. All that money you lose, I don't think you get it back because it's not insured. So you just got to deal with it. If it is insured, there's a lot you got to go through in order for you to get that back. And it's not going to be easy for real. So what do? We watch our errors, make sure ain't nobody crazy out there watching you, because you never know. They even robbing people that's fixing the bank, the ATM machine. Do you think these people really care? And the fact that they can't even carry guns, like the maintenance guy can't carry guns. The guards could. The one that bring the money, what you call that? I forgot what they call them. The banksmen, they're allowed to carry, but sometimes they lose their lives. These guys don't care, man. They're gonna keep doing it. Especially like a state like California. You know, I despise California. I just can't stand them. They're letting them run around rampant. You can't really do anything. The criminals could do whatever they want. They're getting away with all type of stuff. But there's nothing you could do. You got the worst governor in the country, worst mayors. It's just the biggest liberal city state out there. No more folks, people just leaving left and right. When they realize it's so expensive somewhere else, they go back to where they come from. Where they know, especially like a red state, they don't like the laws and things of the rest. So they choose to leave. They choose to leave to go back to doing the same stupid stuff they was doing, like how they was living. Dude, the taxes are crazy high. You got federal and state tax. So when it's your tax return, it's like you're always owing something. Sad state. But this stuff is it's getting out of hand, y'all, man. These YNs are running around rampantly. They don't care. I don't care. I'm just gonna rob this person. They don't care who you are. You could be old. You see how they slammed that lady down. She's saving money to go to I forgot her country to go visit. Or probably somebody that passed away or something like that. Or just go visit her mom, her parents, or somebody, or just go on vacation with family. They body slammed her. They didn't care. They just dropped her on her neck. And she had forced to give the money. And the crazy thing, sometimes people they choose not to give it up, but when you choose not to give it, you can get shot or you can get killed, man. That's the sad part about it. Not giving it up. You got to give it up, man. I'm sorry to say that, but unless you willing to risk it all, go ahead. Because they're ready to risk it all. They don't care if you carrying or not. Because once you take yours out, they're going to take theirs and they're going to be shooting. It's going to be back and forth. They don't care if something happens. They don't care if they get unalive. They don't care. We see it all the time. They do it in front of cops. They'll rob you in front of a cop, a policeman. And there's a lot of these YNs are doing it, man. A lot of YNs. A lot of you know what? This same color. I don't hate my peoples, but the ones that doing these things, I despise them. I hate those kind of people. Seriously. These people are effing up the country, period, man. And I don't know how 13% is doing the kind of crime that they're doing. We know both sides is crazy. We know all races are crazy. We understand that. But some races, they stay in their one spot. But the crazy thing, some people don't know about that term, sweeping, because they don't never think it's gonna hit they never think it's gonna hit their area. But when it hit home, that's when everybody's like, oh man, now we worry now. What should we do? We asking the mayor, we asking the governor, what do we do? Y'all should have been ready for this. Y'all should have been preparing for this, because it's coming to your area. It's coming into your area. And they don't care, I'm telling you. It's kind of hard to go to the ATM now, man. Go to the bank. And you don't know if they're following, because they very slick with it, man. They be watching movies and learn, or they go on Google, they watch YouTube people showing how to do these things. And the guy that slammed that lady, it was only 18, I think he was. They just getting younger and younger. They let some young dude go over there and do it. They're not afraid to. If you see your uncles, your brothers, or whatever, like somebody's older and you doing this type of thing, you got experience now, because they've been doing it for a while. So you watching them do it. They don't care about getting a job. They don't need no job. It's hard to find a job. They're not trying to work at McDonald's. Even though they're paying $15 at McDonald's, they don't care. They want it easy, quick, and rich. Easy money. That's what they want. And they getting it too, because as you can see, they ain't scared. They're gonna keep doing it. They're not afraid to do it. They're not. They're gonna keep doing it until until something happens to them, until they get caught or get unalive. They're gonna keep doing it. They're not afraid to stop. They're gonna keep doing it. They're not afraid. Yeah, not afraid to stay. They're gonna keep doing it and keep doing it and keep doing it. Because they're gonna get away with it. If they keep getting away with it, why stop? It's vulnerable people that they doing it to. They do it to undercover cops. You see, it was a story I put up on here where this undercover cop was he got robbed where he didn't even know. I can't remember I think it was Jersey, I think, or New York. They still robbed him, even though I think they knew he was undercover, but they didn't think he was. He probably wasn't carrying that time, but he was because he ended up. No, they didn't rob him. Sorry, he pulled out before they got to him, and he let it rip, and he did a good job. I'm telling you, he did a good job. Because one of them did get shot. But anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching. You guys have a good one. Let me know what's going on in the comments, guys. Peace.